morning. I'm Scott Collins, President and CEO of Linkage. Quick show of hands. Who among you would have thought that older adults above the age of 85, in fact 85 to 100, will be interested in learning about and using technology? Okay. Good news, they are. In fact, any technology that allows them to stay more connected to family members and other loved ones they're very interested in. We had a unique opportunity to conduct a survey of older adults from 65 to 100. It's one of the first of its kind that was done. And there were three key takeaways that we found. One, there's a great need for awareness. A lot of education needs to take place in order to educate the older population on what types of technologies out there that can benefit them. It was quite interesting to uncover what they don't know about what they don't know. Second, access. This population needs to have better access to the internet and broadband in order to access the technologies that are being developed. And then finally, affordability. This has to be top of mind, because as they begin to live on fixed incomes, the amount of disposable income they have to spend on technology shrinks. So what we did is we conducted a study with Lori Orloff, and our goal is to make this information available to entrepreneurs and technology developers, especially early in the design phase, so that they can begin gaining insight from this critical consumer group for better design, more affordability, and improved access to technology for older adults.
All right, well, let me tell you a little bit more about the survey. The survey was of 1,789 older adults aged 65 to 100. Only 15% of them were under the age of 70. It was a paper survey, if you can believe it, fielded out across 22 states, and it was filled out on behalf of some of the people in the survey. Some of the people, in fact, were low vision, blind, or hard of hearing, and the survey was filled out on their behalf. 68% of the responders were women. 56% were 81 and up. 51% lived on incomes of less than $25,000 a year, and 53% of them were renters. Married responders turned out to be more likely to own a PC with internet access, reading email, and having wireless. Overall, the technologies that people have across this survey were largely PCs and cell phones. All of the other technologies that we all think are so cool have not penetrated into the older adult age range. And for those of you who have smartphones, you're probably saying to yourself, and that's a good thing, because they're not really ready for older adults. They don't allow you, if you had any form of tremor in your hand or vision issues or struggled with the sensitivity of the screen or accessing the information or the little tiny back arrow keys, you might possibly not be able to use what we have today. What was most interesting in this is that 66% of the responders said if they had any technology, what they'd like to do with it is connect with family. And the number one person they trust to train them about the use of the technology is the doctor. Now, how sad is that? Anybody here have a doctor who's willing to train you about anything? That's pretty pathetic. So anyway, only 3% using smartphones, 3% using tablets, 5% using e-readers. We think that e-readers are going to be so great for older adults. They've penetrated some number of the boomer population, but they have not reached the oldest age groups. And so we have an opportunity. We are in the internet age here. Much of the information that you want to access today is only available to you on the internet. Increasing these services that you want will only be available on the internet. The penetration of access to the internet and uses of by older adults of technology to help them get information that will only be available on the internet, we have a long way to go. So I want to show you the report. This is what it looks like. Technology survey age 65 to 100. 500 of the responders provided comments. And some of the comments are just heartbreaking. So we'd like you to pick up a copy of the report, which is going to be here, and we thank you for a chance to hear about this very unique. Thank you.